Today we are going to be doing a video about contouring that nose. Alright, so you know there are so many different shapes. So right now everybody has got like a different shaped nose. Everybody's not going to have the same nose, and there's different contouring techniques for each nose type. But I have picked out the most desired nose type, which would be the Celestial, which is also like the button nose. So I have picked that look out. That is the one that I do on my nose. I don't see anything wrong with anybody's nose. I think you should love what you have. But it all depends on how you feel. If you don't like to nose contour, then it's not for you. And if you do, there are simple ways that you can learn how to do it. I have been through this long process of learning how to perfect my makeup, and it's still not perfect, and I still have trouble with certain things. So I am always on the lookout for a new tip, a new trick, a new hack, whatever is out there, and I try it out and I test it. The ones that work for me is the videos that I actually share with y'all. So if you want to find out how to get this nose shape, just keep watching. Hey everybody, how are my Glow Tarts doing today? I hope everybody's well. And for those of you that are new, my name is Mandy and welcome to the video. Alright guys, so we are on the nose today. So again, you know there are so many different nose types. And there are also different ways that you could contour your nose. But I have picked one that is the most desirable look to show y'all exactly how to contour. It is called the Celestial nose, also known as the button nose, which is, there is a little difference between the Celestial and the button nose, but the way that I do it kind of puts them together. And then again, there is nothing wrong with anybody's nose, but those of you that like to contour your nose, like me, I don't see anything wrong with my nose. But I always have to contour my nose. Just like the rest of my face, I have to contour it every time I do makeup. And let's just be real, none of this stuff is really natural, so it's just makeup, it washes off, and it is supposed to be fun. So guys, I've put together a little clip of what I do to contour my nose to get the shape of the Celestial. Now I will show pictures on what the Celestial nose looks like. This is the most desired nose shape. That's like when you are contouring your face, the heart shape is what you want to go for. So I'm showing you what to do with the nose. And again, there are different ways to do it. Now you could choose just to do the tip of your nose, or you can actually go down the bridge of the nose and try to thin it out. Also, I usually go in with cream products and a powder over top of that. But it is super easy, super simple, and super quick. And it is not a pain in the tail like you would think. Trust me. This, every time I do my makeup, my nose takes me maybe 2 minutes to do tops. So it's not anything that is going to take too much time out of your day or going to take much time back into your makeup routine. And I am also making another video on how to keep your foundation from slipping and sliding off of your nose, and to keep it from caking up and all of that. I don't know which one I'm going to put out first. If it's not out yet, it will be out after this video. So be looking for that if you have trouble doing that. Because with your nose, it is the same as if you was doing an eye look. Now you could do a really dramatic, or you could do something that looks a bit more natural. And again, let's get it straight. There's nothing natural here, but makeup washes off. I absolutely love learning something new about makeup every day. I just do. So I've put together this little clip of how I do it, and I will try to talk y'all through it. So let's go ahead and jump into the tutorial. Okay, everybody, let's get started. Now, this is after foundation, so I'm going to start with a cream contour. Now I like to go 2 shades darker than my normal skin tone. I probably should have went darker for the video so y'all could see better, but I didn't think about it at the time. But I first start with this little triangle shape at the very tip of your nose, and what this is going to do is give it that shadow that's going to make your nose look turned up at the tip of your nose. Duh, Mandy. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make that little arch right there going across the bridge of my nose. And again, This is going to give you that button-like nose, and paired together with that triangle, it's just going to make the tip of your nose look turned up as like the celestial nose type. So this is one thing to do. And also you could thin out your nose. Now you could stop right here, absolutely. You could stop at the tip, or if you want to thin out the bridge of your nose, you can also do that. Now this is where you could start at the beginning of your brow, where your brow meets your nose, and then go down or just pull it down, and you can make it as thin as you want to. Now I wouldn't want to make it too thin because you know that really people will notice, but I usually just take mine a little bit above my natural line just to bring it inward, and it just thins out the nose just slightly, so I don't do nothing too heavy. And again, I connect it with the tip of the nose, what I've already done there. And this is, again, this is the cream part. Now you could take any kind of cream highlight that you want to do, and you just make that thin little line right there on the bridge of your nose. And then I would skip that part where you put the arch. I would skip that part and then go to the tip of the nose if that's the way you want to highlight. Now, if you don't have that arch, you could bring it straight down, or you could just do it like this. And then, of course, you've got to blend it in. Now, usually I will blend in the highlight part on my nose and then the dark shades. And, of course, I sped this up because y'all would be here forever. And then you want to take a translucent powder. Now I use the RCMA translucent powder and just dust over top of that. And if you do go too heavy, you can always use a little extra to lighten it up. Okay, now this is one of my favorite contour shades. It's the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer, but it just makes the perfect contour shade on my skin tone. And again, I am just going over what I just done. So again, with the triangle and then the arch across the bridge, and then to thin it out to bring it down the sides of your nose. And again, this should be at least 2 shades darker than your natural skin tone, or actually whatever color foundation you got on. Because I know a lot of people will put on darker foundation, or, you know, try to match up their neck. So 2 shades darker than the foundation you've got on is what I should say. And again, if you go too heavy with this, you can always take translucent powder and just dust over top of it. And this is where I just take one of my flat top brushes just to blend it in. And I don't like to bear down too hard, just barely touching it, but I still want to leave the shadow there. And again, I'm just steady going to say this all the time. If you go too heavy, just take that brush and dip in some translucent powder and go over it like this and just blend it out. Or you could take a bigger brush just to blend it out. Now, this is where I take my highlighter. Now, I chose this champagne highlighter because I wanted that to just give it a shine. So you just go straight down the nose like you did with the cream.
Okay guys, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing this, and this is how I contour my nose. Even though there's nothing wrong with my nose, I am that person that's, I gotta contour, or if I do the rest of my makeup without contouring my nose, then I feel like I'm missing something for the rest of the day. I don't know if you're like that or not, but I know I definitely am. And again, it is a super simple. So if you like the video, and if you like me doing these tutorial videos, hell, if you even like me in general, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel and become part of my Glow Tart family. We would love to have you. And I love you guys so, so much. And I will see you next video. Bye.